Hi guys, Christine here with one little mission today, and that is to stiffen this doily. I want to use it as a pocket and it's a little too floppy for my needs, so I'm going to stiffen it up. And I don't have starch or anything to do it with, and I thought about trying some Mod Podge thing, but I think this is going to work great. I've used this technique on lace before with good results. So basically I have my doily and I have my Versamark watermark stamp pad, and I have clear embossing powder, and it's ultra thick, which is not necessary. You could do this with really any embossing powder. In fact, I might do two and show it with both. Anyway, the technique is the same. I'm going to use my Icky. This is my super spongy. I use this for all the things that are not actual proper stamping. And I'm just loading up the one side of the doily. And these doilies appear the same on both sides. Normally, I would suggest if your lace or material has a side, do the back. That way the front will still feel natural. Okay, so there's one little step. And now the next step is to douse it with embossing powder. And don't be shy. This stuff I find is super chunky, and I think it says that ultra thick. So it kind of blows everywhere once you start heating it up. Like I don't know, it just doesn't act as the same as super fine. So here's this. Okay, so you can see it's all on there. I'm going to stick it on this other side of the sheet of paper and get rid of this. Hopefully without incident. For those of you with a clumsy streak like me. All right, put that away. Okay, so now here, we're gonna just take the heat to it. Oh, go back up there. And I've learned, after several times, to not heat directly on my mat. It warps it. So let's let this warm up. Okay, and then we want to take it off the paper in case it has stuck in any spots. Let's put it back down and finish up. See if there's any still shiny spots. All right, that is looking pretty good. Again, I'm going to just pick it up, drop it back down, let it cool for a second. Let's see how we did. Ah, look at that. It's like a little frisbee. Doesn't flop. Oh, where are we? Oh, this side flops a little. So I could go at that side again, or I can make that the part that gets cut off, because this is going to be a corner pocket on a journal. So here's how it was originally. This is an original one, and here is how it is once you give it the old embossing treatment. So I think I'm going to try this one with a fine and maybe even a colored embossing powder, and let's see what the difference is. So I've got three other embossing powders here. One is Snow, Clear, and Black, or Ebony. And these are detailed embossing powders, so they're a lot finer. I think I'm going to go with the Snow, because that'll make it very white though, won't it? Maybe I'll do a Clear again. I think I'm asking for trouble by doing black on this, since it's white. So either side, it doesn't really matter. Oh heck, let's live dangerously. Let's do black. Let's just see what happens. Feeling adventurous. You never discover anything if you don't take a risk. So now, hope I have enough in here. Okay. Don't want to shut that yet. Let's shake it around. Get it good and covered. Now carefully lift it out. Let me get a piece of paper ready to accept it. Oh, you don't want to touch it. Shoot. As much as possible. Come on. And back into the jar you go. Now we heat. All right, picking it up at the same spot where I picked it up before, so I don't take off more. Let's see how we're doing. But look at that. Isn't that wild? This is totally going into my Halloween journal. Oh, and look at it, it stays straight. So I'm going to give it a little bit more heat. I could apply some more right here. You know, I might as well, right? I have a scungy sort of thing here. I can do that too. That's just fuzz. Okay, so let's give that a second. And now you can see too, it stands up almost stiff. Now I can't find one that's not been already done, but you can see it flops minimally. Oh, I should probably do the back. Clean it up a little bit, but that won't matter because again, I'm using it as a decoration or a pocket. So that's just an idea, something that you might try, and add a little texture and variety. So give it a go. So here's what I did with one of my stiffened doilies. I put it as a pocket on this card, and now I can use it to hold things, obviously, and like this adorable photo here. You could put more things, of course, you know, it's your journal. You put however many things you like in it and of whatever type. But because it's stiffer, it now holds the items a little bit more firmly than if it were just fabric, and it might flop here in the front. So now it doesn't. So there you go. And keep in mind, I've also done the same technique with regular lace. And when I want it stiff on the edge, for whatever reason, I've done the same thing. And this way, if I don't have starch, which I don't, or I don't want to get involved with some Mod Podge glue sealer sort of way to stiffen it, or fabric stiffener, this is just a quick, easy way using materials you probably have, or many of you will have right in your stash. So go create, be awesome.